Hola, hola todos. I hope you're doing well. My name is Estrellita, and I'm a first-generation Latina college and postgrad coach who is here to help first-gen college students like yourself navigate higher education and postgrad opportunities. Now, today, we are going to be talking about the most important college tips that first-generation Latina students should take. But first, a cafecito break. I made this coffee at home today. I used the Nescafe ice. So awesome, highly recommend, and super, super easy. I bought mine at Northgate, but I think you could buy it at any grocery store such as Super King, Cardenas Market, anything that's focused on Latino shoppers. Okay, so let's go ahead and start strong with the first one. Calladita te ves más bonita will not help you in a university setting. Because here's the thing, college, it's the place for you to learn, ask questions, and connect with others. And you have, whether it's 2, 4, 5, 6 years to do so. And I know a lot of the times, especially growing up Latina, Chicana, there are just some cultural norms that are just not it. You are in this space because you've earned it. You are in this space because you are worthy, deserving of having your questions answered in this space that is meant to help you flourish into the next chapter of your life as successfully as possible. Ahora, número dos. Attend your on-campus events that call your attention. Now, this goes hand in hand with Calladita te ves más bonita will not work in college. However, I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on this one. So when you go to those on-campus events, whether it's for your major, whether it's for a fun extracurricular such as attending a Spanish club, maybe you want to attend a mental health advocacy club, whatever it is, you want to go, you want to connect. There's also career fairs, so you want to make sure you take advantage of those opportunities. And when you go into these events with that mindset of calladita, te ves más bonita is not going to work, you will most likely enter those spaces feeling more confident about the power your voice has when you use it. All right, número tres. If it's fall season for you, whether it's fall quarter, fall semester, I want you to start applying to summer internships now. I wish I would have heard more of this when I was in college. A lot of the cool internships for students in the summer, they require their applicants to apply as early as possible. For example, one of my colegas within my network, she works at news. We connected a few months ago and she reached out to me to let me know that, hey, we are looking for an intern in the legal side. Is there anybody in your network from the Cafecito con Estrellita membership that you would like to have us interview? Just have them submit an application. The internship starts in the summer. So the upcoming summer, not the summer we just ended, just because again, it's a long process. Make sure you do your research for the industries that call your attention. Check out if those companies have internships that you qualify for and are eager to apply to. Apply, see what happens, and go from there. Número cuatro, if you don't know what to major in yet, start researching different industries that call your attention. So kind of back and forth to the first consejo I shared with you, but it's true. You're not gonna be able to know what you want to do, so you research it and actually get your feet wet and get a position, whether it's interning or volunteering in those positions. Let me give another example. So when I was still in undergrad and I was exploring graduate school, I knew I wanted to get a master's degree, but I was still open to the idea of exploring other opportunities. One thing led to another, and I had connected with my former teachers from grade school. And it was so awesome to catch up. And I also saw that they had a smile on their face when I told them I was about to graduate from UC Santa Barbara. Now, to keep the conversation going, I was asking my former teacher how she enjoyed teaching, how it's been going, And she had shared that teaching had definitely changed over the years because it used to be one way when I, Estrellita, was a third grade student. Till now, years later, when Estrellita is an adult, and my former teacher is still teaching, a lot of things just had changed, but she still really loves her job. She then brings up, Estrella, if you're interested in becoming a teacher, whenever you want, just let me know at least a day in advance. You can come and observe while I'm teaching in the classroom. I had never thought of observing someone else while they are working, but just her extending that invitation so that I could just have a better understanding of what kind of career I would like to do upon graduation. It was truly life-changing, and it just gave me a really good perspective on career exploration. Número 5, 6, I can't remember at this point, but I want you to treat applying to scholarships like a 2-unit class. Because here's the thing, just like I mentioned in my previous video about the ultimate scholarship tips, times get really, really busy and we get a lot on our plate. We have a lot on our plate, especially if you're working undergrad students, trying to get involved, things like that. That's why it's very important for you to just sit down and when you're planning out your weekly schedule, looking up the scholarship deadlines that you have saved on your phone, on your computer, on your planner, you take the time to treat the time you're crafting your scholarship like a 2-unit class. So you don't need to be working on the applications 10 hours a week, maybe just a couple hours a week, so that you could give yourself that chance to sit down, craft a strong scholarship essay, and submit it, because you never know unless you try. And the best way to try is to strategize, treat it like a 2-unit class, so that it doesn't take over your 4 or 5-unit classes. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. I have one more tip to share with you. Please make sure you go to your professor's office hours. They have them for a reason, and they are eager to want to support and get to know their students. And the best way for you to give your professor that chance outside of just teaching you in the classroom is by going to those office hours, whether they are in person or virtually. Introduce yourself. Share your goals that you want to do on your campus. Do you want to eventually work on research in your major? Let's say your major is in sociology. Do you eventually want to work on research in your sociology major? Do you eventually want to work on an undergrad thesis in your major so that you can apply to graduate school? Or do you want to get an awesome internship and your professor can write you a letter of recommendation while also mentoring you on how to find those opportunities for yourself? As some of you like to share with me over on Instagram, closed mouths don't get fed. So that's why it's important that you utilize all the resources that you have on your campus. And again, attending your professor's office hours, that's a resource. Attending the Career Services Center on your campus, that's a resource. Attending the food bank, the food pantry at your campus, that's a resource. Attending those events on your campus, that's a resource. So make sure you use those resources that are there to help get you on the path you want to be on for your success and happiness. All right, mi gente, this is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. It makes me so happy to know that you are here and wanting to learn all the best practices that you can do for your success as a first-generation Latina college student. If you haven't already, please make sure you are subscribed here to the Cafecito con Estrellita YouTube channel. Share, feel free to connect with one another in the comments. If you have any specific first-generation college student questions, please leave them in the comments down below and I can work on making another video to address all of them. Cuídense y hablamos pronto. Adiós.